I have found that if you're posting videos on YouTube and you're not getting results, but you're not looking at your analytics, or at least you don't know what to look for, it's kind of like driving blindfolded. I want to share with you 4 different things that you should be looking at in your analytics, and really the only 4 things, because these are the things that determine if a video is going to do well or if it's not going to do well. And here's the important thing. Once you understand this and once you see this, you will never look at your analytics the same ever again, because it's going to help you determine what your next upload should be. Seriously, I've been on YouTube now for 17 plus years, and I didn't understand this at first, and I really wish that someone would have showed me this, because it would have saved me a lot of time on posting videos that didn't get a result. So the first thing that YouTube is going to give us once we log in, our analytics inside of the studio, is we're going to be able to see our views. And that's great, but that doesn't help us know why we're getting views or why we're not getting views. And it's probably going to be the latter. Why aren't we getting views? So what we have to do is we have to go under the hood a little bit. So the first area that I'm going is going to be inside of the reach tab. And what I'll do is I'll try to put some screenshots up here so you can see it better. You might want to pause this and then go find it if you've never been in this area before. But what we're going to do is we are going to click on the reach tab, and then from there, we are going to look at the impressions. Now, this is generally going to be for the first 24 hours. I always like to look at the first 24 hours because that's going to tell me a bigger picture here. So impressions, that is going to tell the story. Is our video, in fact, getting shown to potential viewers? That's just a potential viewer, okay? That's your impressions. Now, one thing I want to say is if you are experiencing low impressions, it's probably a title issue. It could be just a title hook issue. That's where you want to craft something that's going to hook the viewer, and it's going to signal the algorithm. This is something that we have spent a ton of time investigating and experimenting with, and we actually have templates that we use now. And I actually put together a swipe file of 10 of our top outlier title hooks. If you'd like to get a copy of that, just comment hooks down below and I'll send it to you. Like I said, these are templatized, so you can actually use them in multiple niches, and we've given this out to thousands of people now. If you'd like to get a copy of that, again, just put hooks in the comments and I'll send it to you. So that's number 1. The second thing we're going to be looking at is your click-through rate. And when we're looking at the click-through rate, that only tells a little bit of the story. And in a little bit, I'll show you how we can dig deeper into the click-through rate, because what you're seeing there in that number is not actually the overall picture. It's part of it, but it's not the overall picture. And we can kind of drill down a little bit deeper there. All right, so the click-through rate, how well is that performing? Typically, I know a lot of people want to know, like, what's a good click-through rate? It's going to depend on your niche, but for our niche, it's about 6%. Anything above 6%, we're doing really good. And that's with 2,000 plus impressions. You might want to write that one down. 2,000 impressions, about 6%. That's a good click-through rate, okay? Now, what's the next thing we're going to look at? We're going to look at average view duration. So where do we find this? There's 2 different places you can find this. If you go into overview and you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see your average view duration. It'll even give you your percentage. All right. Now, if you look under the engagement tab, that will show you average view duration. It'll also show you what your average is. So this can compare it to what has happened in the past. This, again, people want to know, what is a good average view duration? So what I look for is anything above 45% or above average. And we've got some here on this channel recently that have gotten over 48%. Now, the average view duration, YouTube loves that because that means people are sticking around to watch the video for a longer period of time. So just to recap those 3, again, those are the only 3 that I'm looking at in the very beginning. Is 1, I'm going under the reach tab. I'm looking at impressions. Are we getting impressions? Number 2, I'm looking at the click-through rate. Overall, the average of what it is for the first 24 hours. If it's above 6%, even 5%, depending on how many impressions you've gotten, is still pretty good. And then average view duration. How well is the video holding the attention of the audience? All right. Now, the 4th place that I want to look is I want to look at the traffic source. I want to see, is YouTube actually showing this on the homepage? and that is browse. So the way that you find your traffic sources, again, go under reach and then scroll down just a little bit and you'll see your traffic sources. We want to see this above 60% if at all possible. If it's not there yet, then that means we could have a title issue potentially. All right. So that's definitely a marker that we're looking for because it really, really does show us if YouTube is actually showing our video to more than just our warm audience. It's showing it in the browse. And then we want to look down a little bit and see, okay, is it being suggested? If people are watching a video similar to this video, is YouTube recommending this video for them to watch next? All right, that's a suggested video. And now there's some other ones there too. You can look at YouTube search and things like that. But the main ones right now is going to be browse. That's the home run. That's what we want. We want to be in browse. So again, let's recap real quick. Impressions, click-through rate, and then we're looking at average view duration, and then we are looking at traffic source. Now, I mentioned earlier, looking at your click-through rate, if you're just looking at the overall number, that's just like a little bit of what's actually happening. What we want to do is we want to drill down even deeper here. And we want to see the click-through rate. What was it for browse? What was it for suggested? What was it for search? We can see all of that stuff. So where do we find this? It's a great question. We're going to scroll down to where it says traffic. Once again, we're going to click on that. And then from there, you're going to be able to see your impressions that came from browse, but you're also going to be able to see your click-through rate. You can even see your average view duration. So it gives you a very detailed look at how that audience that was seeing the video, how they reacted. And now here's the kicker. After 24 hours, after it's been through its initial test, it's going to start getting pushed out to some colder audiences. And that is where we want to look at that click-through rate and say, if we're in the browse and it's been 48 hours, is it still getting a good click-through rate? And if it's not, that's the time we might want to change the thumbnail. Those are the only metrics that I'm looking at. And so when I'm opening up the analytics, I'm not overwhelmed by everything that's there because there's a ton. I know that those are just the ones that I'm looking at. That is pretty much going to dictate how my video is doing, but also, does it give me any insight as far as what can I do for my next video? How can I improve it? Or how can I build off of something that worked already? And if you're looking at your impressions, you want to look at that and say, okay, over the course of 4 videos that I just did, what one got the most impressions? That right there would be an indicator that you might want to drill down a little bit more on that topic. It's a really good thing that you can do by following the data. We're not guessing here. We're like, oh, YouTube liked this. They gave us more impressions. So we probably should do more about this topic. Makes sense, right? Now, studying the analytics can be kind of boring. I actually love it. It's actually really, really exciting because, well, you get to see the data and the data kind of tells you what YouTube is responding to. And if you want to keep following along with some of these experiments that I'm doing and just me just geeking out on the analytics, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Oh, do me a favor. If you've gotten any value from this video, go ahead and hit that like button too. Give it a little bit of love. So here's what I want you to do. Go over to your analytics and I want you to come back here and I want you to comment what are your numbers for your last video. I want to know, what were your impressions? What was your click-through rate? What was your average view duration? Let me know that. Come on back, put it in the comments. I'll be here. I'll be waiting for you. Because once you understand these analytics, I'm telling you right now, your job as a creator becomes so much easier because all you need to do is follow the data.